To master your mind is to master your life. Hey, I'm Nivya and today I'm going to review the book Mind Hacking by Sir John Hargrave. How to change your mind for good in 21 days. The author once suffered from poor mental health and he cracked the way to unlock his mind, and then his life turned to be a better one. So definitely in this book there are a lot of his personal life experiences, but also he has shared a lot of examples from other people's life. In addition to that, there are a lot of examples which he has used from technologies on how we can map technologies to our minds. So if you see the book cover, you get to understand what this book exactly covers. Overcome addictions, conquer fear, fix your relationships, improve your career, and find happiness. For people who are techies and want to read a self-help book, this is the right pick. You will love it. If you're not a techie, you can still pick this book up, but it's written in such a way that it relates our mind with technologies, computer and programming. So for example, it mentions that our mind is like a computer. You can log off and log in anytime. Basically, you can program and reprogram your mind. One of my favorite concepts of this book is to master at thinking and meta thinking. So what's meta thinking? For that, we need to understand what meta is. And the author has given a very good example to understand what meta is. Consider a Superman reading his own comic book. Now let's get into meta emotion. You're just sad about being sad. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. So that's meta emotion. So now what's meta thinking? Thinking about thinking. So once you understand this concept, you understand that you as a human can log into your own mind and then stay there as a super user. Another concept that I liked in this book is to get out of the loop to find balance. That is, let's say when we're born as computers with no operating system, just a few installations done, like we know how to cry. And then as it progresses in 6 months, let's say we get additional installations done, like we have some basic skills like sensory inputs. And then as again we progress, in 3 years we know how to walk or run, so additional installations are done. And that's again the same that's going to happen further. That is, we are being conditioned by our family, our schooling and our society. If we come from a very safe and stable home, we probably will feel that the world is very welcoming. But if we come from a very broken and abusive family, then we'll probably feel that the world is very dishonest and disturbing. And this is a repeated loop. So let's say our parents acted like money was always in short supply. Then our mental loop would be something like, I need to save money or else I'm broke. But if our parents kept just gambling and then spent money all the time, then our mental looping would be mostly or probably be, it's just money, it'll come and go. Addiction is a loop. For example, you drink or smoke to feel better, and the very next day you have a very bad headache. In order to feel better, you smoke or drink, and then this is repetitive, a loop. Similarly, anything can be actually made into an obsessive loop. For example, with religion, shopping, talking, flame wars, gaming, gambling, anything. Now, how to come out of it? And also how to gain the rest of the 4 points mentioned here, like for example, conquering fear, improving your career, fixing relationships and finding happiness. How do we get in there? For that, the author has provided us with a practice sheet, and this covers 21 days, exactly what is mentioned here, how to change your mind for good in 21 days. So it's 21 days practice sheet that we need to do. And these practice sheets are actually also being shared by the author in mindhacky.ng. I'll share the link in the description box. It's there online. You can use those practice sheets, and also other information related to this book, and the summary of this book is there. All the information is there in that particular URL, which is again being shared by the author. So if you find it would be useful for you, you can go ahead and check it out. I'll share the link in the description box. So if you've read Atomic Habits, the concept is the same. You do small tasks and then you build a habit. So it's similar. This book is very easy to read, very easy to follow, and very easy to adapt. Like, you can really practice whatever is mentioned in this book. So that's all about this book. If you want to know anything more about this book, as I said, you can go ahead and check the URL, which I'll be sharing in the description box. With that, this is me, Nivea, signing off. Keep reading a lot of books. Bye. Take care. Happy reading.